Hey, what is up everyone? In this video, I want to talk about how Rare just changed all the milestones for Sea of Thieves, and it's kind of interesting. There's some really dramatic changes that happened. So, early this morning, like when I woke up, I saw an article from them that they posted on their website, as well as they linked to it on their Twitter, which basically talked about how they noticed the milestones, some of them were way too much of a grind to get to, and they didn't like that. It didn't feel rewarding or natural to play with, so they changed a lot of stuff. We had a lot of stuff that was decreased, but some stuff was also increased. But the interesting thing was all the stuff that I focused on primarily was the stuff that got decreased for the levels. So I actually ended up gaining a lot of levels, enough to actually get me to where my ship became legendary, and now I can buy another sloop if I want to. I haven't done it yet just because I haven't really got to play the game since the news came out. But I hopped in, I checked, and I saw that I went up an extreme amount. I feel like I went up about like 80 levels or something. I'd have to check by most recent recording to see like how much of a gain it was, but it was really significant. Some of the notable changes that I noticed was a lot of the AFK stuff, I would say. A lot of things that people would just kind of do and just try to grind that quickly. Yesterday, I actually ended up going and doing the storm challenge because I wanted to get the picture frame for it. So that one's just like sitting in the storm basically. And that got reduced from 60 minutes for one class down to 15 minutes, which is huge because I did, I think, one full class when it was 60 minutes. So now I'm at like class 4 or 5 for that, which is pretty crazy. Some other ones that were really big changes were players being on fire, which got from 60 minutes down to 5 minutes, and sleeping was changed from 60 minutes to 5 minutes as well. There were some things that got increased, like Reaper's Treasure Soul got increased from 75 to 150, which is kind of annoying to me because I just was doing a ton of Reaper stuff the other day, and I actually had like a few classes there, and now it dropped me all the way down to class 1. So that's pretty annoying to see. We also had for all the emissaries, like the gold earned for them, that was increased from 30,000 gold earned to 100,000 gold. And I think for the Reaper's Bones, it was up to 200,000 gold. So a pretty significant change for all that. That's a really high amount to earn now. I feel like the change for that was probably because you have people like me who would just go to an outpost and raise the flag temporarily, swallow the treasure, and then lower it back down, rather than actually do the process they want you to do, whereas have the emissary go out and get a bunch of treasure and then come back. I probably want to change my strategy, but it is kind of annoying that they changed that because that's going to be a lot more of a grind now. So how does this work? What happens to your classes that you earn? What happens to your rewards and stuff? And here's what I'm going to explain it now, based off how they have laid it out in the article and how I've seen it when I got into the game. Basically, any rewards you've already unlocked, you're going to keep those even if your class went down. Any rewards that you would have unlocked now because your class was increased, you have to gain one more class in order for like the notifications to pop up and the rewards to unlock. It's more of a like logistics thing on their end. You technically already unlocked it, but you just need that extra boost just to make the system recognize that. So keep that in mind. If you don't see anything when you first hop in, just do some of the milestones real quick and then you'll get it. That's pretty much it. You're going to lose some of your classes, but you're not going to change any of your actual milestones. It just changes the class associated with it. So if you did 1,000 cannon fire shots done and previously you were class 2, now you class 1, you're still going to keep the same amount of cannon fires. It's just you now have to work a little harder to get to the next class. In general, I kind of like this change. I feel like the storm stuff and like the sleeping and stuff was a lot more of a grind. But then again, now I feel more encouraged to just AFK, sleep, and sit and stuff because now I can gain classes a lot faster. I'm really looking forward to finishing my storm challenge though, because I really want to get that picture for my ship. But in general, I think this was a good change. I'm interested to see if they do any more changes in the future. One side note to mention, I'm really annoyed that Rare still has not enabled the Sea Forts milestone yet, and I didn't realize it wasn't enabled until yesterday because I was doing Sea Forts this whole season, just trying to get that for that reward, and then I went to go look for where the milestone was to see where I was at, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Really annoying because I also want to work on the Phantoms milestone too, so I'm trying to just hold off on doing either of those until the Sea Forts milestone is enabled. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think about these changes. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? I would love to hear all of that there. So until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.